Welcome back to WhatGear Reviews for another camera comparison shootout. And today is the Google Pixel 3, which many people consider to be the very best camera smartphone right now, versus a phone with one of the largest megapixels you can get on a phone, the Honor View 20. Now, one of the things that's really going to blow your mind in this shootout is the low light photography section, which will be at the end of the video, so make sure you stay for that. And guys, if you're finding me for the first time, consider subscribing if you like smartphone comparisons, smartphone reviews, and all kinds of other tech related stuff. But anyway, are you ready? Let's go. So here's a picture of the mighty Kaya. Both cameras are showing amazing clarity as you would expect, but the main difference here is the warmth of the Pixel 3 XL's photo and the cool tones you see in the Honor View 20's photo. When it comes to color accuracy, I would have to lean towards the Pixel 3 picture. However, the details and sharpness in the Honor View 20 picture is just awesome. I like both photographs here, but which one do you like? Leave a comment at the end of the video and let's move on to picture 2. Here's a selfie of me putting a stupid face. The skin tones on the Pixel 3 picture really look awesome. Even though it's pretty damn cold out there, I still got a bit of color in my face here. And again, on the Honor View 20, we see a slightly cooler picture. One of the main differences I noticed about these two photographs was the amount of extra detail you can see on the Honor View 20 picture through my sunglasses. You can actually see my eyes, whereas on the Pixel photo, you can't really see them at all. One of the great features on the Pixel when it comes to selfies is that wide-angled lens and the ability to zoom out a bit more. That's a great addition to the Pixel phone. Really awesome. So this is a portrait photo taken on both devices. And I know some of you guys have asked me in the past what model Ray-Bans are these, so I'll link them below this video. But back to the blurry background analysis, I would say both are equally doing a splendid job here. Although the Pixel is applying slightly more blur, and you can really see this in the bottom right corner of the photo. But we're talking about marginal differences here. I don't think either one really shines through as a victor. Let me know what you think about this below. So I took this photo to demonstrate harsh lighting conditions, and when I took these photos, I tapped the sun as the point of focus on both screens. And I think what you can really see here is the difference that 48 megapixel sensor in the Honor View 20 makes to the photograph. It's just able to capture more information even in this really extreme lighting condition. Thumbs up for the Honor View 20 here. So here's a 50p piece, and what's interesting here is how the Honor View 20 is now the warmer photo and the Pixel is slightly cooler. And this is probably something to do with Honor's AI camera. But anyway, I took this photo to demonstrate how much detail the two devices can capture. Let's zoom into the 50p piece and take a closer look. So you can really see the wear and tear on the coin on both photos. It's a really close one to call, and I'm gonna have to rely on you guys here. Which one of these is showing more detail? So here is a color shot of some daffodils. The first thing you'll probably notice is the depth of color being a little better on the Pixel 3 XL. More vibrant yellows and deeper greens. Both again are showing great details, but this one's really about the color. And I want to know what you guys think about this. So some of you might prefer the Honor View 20 and some of you might prefer the Google Pixel 3 XL. And that's why I've added a poll up in the top right corner so you can answer here which one has better color reproduction. Or you can let me know which one won in the comments below. Alright, so what do you think so far? There's polls up in the top right corner so you can interact with the video. This bit should be interesting for you guys. So the Pixel 3 only has 3 video setting modes: 720 at 30 frames, 1080 at 30 frames, and then 4K at 30 frames. Whereas the Honor View 20 has 720p 30 frames, 1080 30 frames, 1080 60 frames, and then Full HD Plus, which is the format of the screen itself, and then 4K 30. In this rear facing video comparison, you're going to see stabilization of video quality in those 3 formats: 720, 1080 and 4K. one is better at video? Let me know below. And now let's move on to the night shot comparison. Here is Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. An awesome film, by the way. You guys should definitely check that out. But this photo was taken in very low light conditions, and the pixel really surprised me here. As you can see, the white balance is just perfect even in this low light scenario. I'm really impressed with it. The Honor View 20 has a sort of orange hue, which is kind of accurate because there was a small lamp in the corner of the room with a tungsten bulb, so there was a bit of orange light in the room. But I have to say, the pixel clearly wins this one, but don't count the View 20 out, because in pitch black, the V20 does have an advantage because it has a pro mode which will allow you to take a 30-second long exposure. And I did a pro mode comparison video a while back, which might be really interesting for you guys to see. I'll link that at the end of this video. So here's a pretty cool photo of a very cool cinema. So both photos again taken with the night modes, and you can see a couple of differences here. The Pixel 3 has much less blur around the lights under the sign, and this is due to the quickness in which the Pixel 3 can snap a low light photo. The View 20 takes a bit longer, hence a little bit more blur around those bulbs. However, the View 20 is showing more details on that white backlit board at the entrance of the cinema, and that's probably due to that longer exposure. So it's a bit of a fine balance here. Both are great photos. Which one do you think won this one? Let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next one. So this is quite a similar shot, but there are some big differences here, and this is likely caused by the software used on each device. The View 20 is clearly focusing on the neon lights above the door, and the Pixel is focused on the bigger picture. But as a result, the Pixel is slightly overexposing that neon sign. With the View 20 focusing specifically on the neon sign, you're getting a really crisp photo there, but darker everywhere else. And by the way, you can get some awesome burgers here. Good restaurant. So I live in London and it's cold and it rains a lot, as you can see in this photo. Both cameras doing a great job here, but the Pixel's image is slightly brighter, and when we zoom in, you can also see the Pixel's clarity around that road sign is much sharper. Again, this is due to the longer exposure time on the View 20, and it's really down to the image processing just being so impressive on the Pixel 3. So in this photo, the Pixel edges out the View 20, but with that said, had I had a tripod with me for the View 20, using the Pro mode, I'm sure I could have got a better image out of the Honor, but it was raining, it was cold, and ain't nobody got time for that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this comparison video, and there's a couple more comparison videos that I've done in the past that people really enjoyed. You want to check those out, thumbnails are right there. And if you just subscribed, that means you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I'll see you guys in the next one, so don't be late.